Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We're starting off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A Sunday night crash leaves 2 people dead and 2 more injured in North Las Vegas. The crash occurred around Cheyenne and Mary D. Avenues, just a mile from the site of the horrific crash that left 9 dead earlier this year. The crash involved an SUV and 3 motorcycles. Police say 2 of the motorcycles left the center of the roadway. 2 of the motorcyclists died at the scene. The third and the driver of the SUV suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
This is early on in the traffic investigation, but investigators believe that speed of the motorcycle riders was a factor, but that's all that they have at this particular point, and more will come as they continue their investigation.
At this time, no one is facing charges in relation to the crash. And police are investigating an apparent murder-suicide in a downtown Las Vegas apartment. On Saturday, a man and a woman were found by a neighbor who told police that they had heard the 2 in a, quote, domestic-related dispute on Tuesday. Police say they were found with gunshot wounds, but it was too early to say which of them was the shooter. In more news, the Henderson community remembers 13-year-old Rex PATCHETT. Families gathered Friday evening at Paradise Point Park for a remembrance ceremony for the teen who was killed about a week ago when he was hit by a vehicle while he was walking on the sidewalk. Photos and balloons decorated the park as children played to celebrate Rex's life. And Ukraine supporters took to Las Vegas streets over the weekend in a parade with Ukrainian flags waving and signs with messages like "Stop the War." Dozens of drivers started at Town Square and ended at the South Point Hotel and Casino. President Joe Biden signals his plan to sign the $1.5 trillion bipartisan spending package soon. Review-Journal's Jen Ah breaks down how much will go to Nevada. Jen?
Renee, the federal spending package includes nearly $94 million for Nevada. Nevada's Democratic Senators Catherine Cortez Masto and Jackie Rosen worked with Representatives Dina Titus, Stephen Horsford, Susie Lee, and Republican Representative Mark Amodei on project requests.
It should be on the way. The big push behind the bill was the Ukrainian aid that allowed it to streamline through Congress.
Our state should get $36 million for transportation and housing, including zero-emission buses, historic West Side street improvements, a North Las Vegas sports complex, and highway projects in Henderson. $22.5 million would go toward health and education programs for Nevada colleges. Creech Air Force Base would get $4 million for 2 training centers, another $3.6 million for Lake Mead drainage. For the full list, head over to lvrj.com. Renee?
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada Bank on Accountability, Station Casinos takes the next steps in its latest $750 million project. Hundreds of Station Casino workers and executives came out to break ground on the Durango Casino and Resort, which will be off the 215 Beltway with 200 rooms.
We're super excited to announce the groundbreaking of this project, which will open up in late 2023. We haven't developed a new property in about 10 years, so we're super excited to bring the next evolution of Station product to the market.
The new renderings show an open lobby, food and beverage spots, and more. Now to today's weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Happy Monday, everyone. Sunny skies are forecasted for the valley today. Temperatures topping around 73 degrees with light winds coming from the northwest. Tonight, mostly clear skies, lows around 51 degrees. For the rest of the week, sunny skies are forecasted all week long for now. Partly cloudy skies for your evenings. Temperatures will climb, possibly hitting 80 by Tuesday, staying in the upper 70s most of the week following, lows in the mid to low 50s.
Sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today.
It hasn't been a pleasant road trip for the Golden Knights, who lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-4, their 4th straight loss on this current trip. With 21 games remaining, the Golden Knights are in danger of missing the postseason for the first time in franchise history.
We're 4 games into this trip, and I could argue we could have won every one of the games, but we found ways to lose, and that's troubling. And like I said, we've got to stop the bleeding.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NCAA tournament bracket is set, and the lines are on the betting board for the first 32 games. Number 1 overall seed Gonzaga is the biggest favorite at the Westgate SuperBook at 23.5 points over Georgia State. Number 1 seed Baylor is a 20-point favorite over Norfolk State, and number 2 Duke is favored by 18 over Cal State Fullerton. The first 4 tips off Tuesday, with Indiana a 3.5-point favorite over Wyoming, and Texas Southern a 3-point favorite over Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, the UNLV Lady Rebels got together for a watch party for the NCAA selection show at the Thomas & Mack Center this Sunday. They found out the 13th-seeded Lady Rebels will face number 4 Arizona for the first round. Las Vegas's newest coffee shop brings a slice of Seattle to town. Fort Bedlam is situated in Commercial Center, one of the city's original retail spaces. Its owners, Ben Borgman and Chris Connors, created an edgy punk rock style coffee shop with eclectic decor. In your health news, new COVID therapeutic drugs could be game changers for those who are most at risk from the virus, like Henderson resident Julie Hogan, who was about to be charged $1,000 before she reached out to the state for support. She said, quote, "We the patients can't get this stuff."
These new therapeutics are in limited supply. However, public health authorities with the state and with the county have supplies. The bigger issue seems to be connecting the supplies with people who can use them.
To help, the state has opened new treatment centers off the Las Vegas Strip. The Southern Nevada Health District is also dispensing antiviral medications. For more help, there is a state hotline. In your lifestyle news, Lee Canyon's Feel Good Fridays fundraiser supports the High Fives Foundation, a nonprofit supporting mountain sports athletes with life-altering injuries. The 2014 Bishop Gorman graduate who suffered a spinal cord injury that left her paralyzed was one of those athletes out to raise awareness.
I was connected with High Fives and other groups out there, and I just wanted to continue to be an athlete and continue to find that group, that ohana, that support. And that's High Fives and my family and friends.
Now she's training for the 2026 Paralympics. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have a Roku device, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later on today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.